Hi Collective, welcome to your lunar eclipse and solar eclipse reading for the month of March 2025 and also April 2025 as well. So we do have the lunar eclipse happening in March and the solar eclipse, I believe, happening in Aries season, which might be April. Aries season does span March and April, so I don't know, whenever the solar eclipse is 2025. Yeah, that's what this is for, okay, for the spring season. So, yeah, I am having a really hectic time personally, so please forgive me for absences. I know that I was going to be on the readings as of February, but life is lifing beyond yeah, it's beyond. So anybody that's booking personal readings as well, they will get done. But just if you can have some patience with me, if they are a little bit late. Okie dokie. You're right. So this is going to be a reading for the collective. This is any sign. It's applicable to any sign. So take it as it resonates. Okay. The solar eclipses and the lunar eclipses, I believe we have 2 a year, 6 months apart. So the energy that is harnessed within any eclipse has up to a 6 month kind of lead time span. You know what I mean? So for those of you that don't know what a lunar eclipse is, that is basically when the Earth gets right between the sun and the moon. Okay, yeah, it causes shadow, it casts a shadow, makes the moon go dark, or it can turn like a dark reddy colour. But how does this affect our chart? So it's eclipses shake things up. Okay, it really reacts with the current astrological transits. So definitely look into what those are. Just off the top of my head, we've got Aries, we've got Mercury in Aries, we've got Venus retrograde in Aries, and it will move into retrograding back into Pisces as well, following Aries. It's Pisces season. We are on the cusp almost of Aries season as well. So those with mutable placements: Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, and what's the next one? Pisces, what's that? Gemini, Sagittarius. Oh, is it Virgo? Yeah, so anybody with a mutable sign, this could affect you considerably. And also as we move into Aries for the solar eclipse, those with cardinal signs, that would be Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, who's the air sign? Libra. Anyone with those cardinal signs may be affected considerably. Anybody with those signs in their sun, their moon, or their rising may be affected considerably. Anybody with Mercury in Aries placements, Venus in Aries placements, Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Pisces may be affected considerably. Yeah, Pisces at the moment Saturn is also in Pisces at the moment. So again, anybody with a Pisces Saturn placement could be affected considerably. Definitely look at what's going on in the transit and how it could affect your birth chart. It will be unique for pretty much every different placement. Okay. But ultimately, this lunar eclipse is helping us kind of reveal hidden truths about ourselves and others, help us push forward into major life changes, making crucial changes, things that have been stagnant for a long time, because eclipse is all about endings, okay, the accumulation of things, okay, deep emotional shifts and revelations. So yeah, and also if you don't have any of those placements in obvious places, when I say obvious places, I mean like the planetary placements, definitely check out where you have those placements across your houses. You will have those placements, those signs, those zodiac signs, you will have them in throughout your birth chart in each house. So we have 12 houses, each to represent one of the zodiac signs. So you will have a zodiac sign house. Definitely check out your friendly neighborhood search engine and what that looks like and where it could be. Okay. Okie dokie. So we've got a few cards on the go. We're going to definitely use the Moonology deck, okay, and which I haven't used for a while. We're also going to get some kind of angel guidance as well, and angel advice using the Spirit Messages Oracle and the Angel Answers Oracle, okay. And then we are going to pull the lunar and solar eclipse reading together. Okay, so I'm going to have lunar eclipse on the left hand side and solar eclipse on the right hand side, and then we're going to pull a bridging energy for how one affects the other. You know, okay. So hope I explained that right. The Moonology I'm going to pull for both the solar and lunar eclipse sides. And the answer decks, the angel answers, will be one card to represent the whole process or the season of eclipses. Okay, so let's get started with the angel answer. So spirit, ancestors. Straight after that, okay then. Love and light though. Spirit, angels, ancestors, beings of unconditional love only. What does the collective need to know about the solar and lunar eclipses? What is the advice, guidance, or message for the collective for the solar and the lunar eclipses beginning in March 2025? Yeah. Okay. Let me get one message. Thank you for the collective for the March lunar eclipse and the Aries solar lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Okay. So the card that flipped over is gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what is in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on the gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. So this could be, focused on people who, focused on people who are looking at the glass half empty, basically. Okay, and focusing on what they don't have. Okay, being miserly and ungrateful in what they do have. And I know that can hit a bit. It can feel a bit insensitive to hear that as well. But I think in this message, Spirit is saying, in order for you to reap any rewards, you have to plant some seeds. Okay, you have to be grateful for the seeds that you do have and harvest that energy. Okay, in order to attract more, and ultimately you attract what you put out. So if you're focusing on and planting seeds of negativity or not, ingratitude or miserly energy, then that is what you'll reap, more of that energy. So that's the card that flipped over for this eclipse season. And the card that also came out, but it came out in the reverse. So it's forgiveness. Okay, but I'll read it in the upright and then I'll try and interpret in the reverse. So in the upright, forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So this came out in the reverse. This is somebody who maybe you've recently forgiven someone, or Spirit is encouraging that through forgiving someone and focusing on what you do have and not focusing on what this person did to you or people did to you. Maybe that is how you grow your abundance, how you grow your prosperity. Maybe some of you are holding grudges, possibly, okay? And ultimately, while you are not, for as long as you are not forgiving, okay, and releasing certain things, for as long as you're in that energy, you are planting those seeds. You are choosing to plant seeds of resentment, and ultimately, not in an energy of attracting, positive energy. So that could be a message for somebody, okay. Right, and then we've got the Angel Answers Oracle. So can I get one card, please, Spirit, or one message for the eclipse energy here, the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, beginning March 2025. Okay, one message, please, Spirit. All signs, collective message. might not be a message in this deck for you, but we'll try one more time and then we'll let that one go. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Excuse my language. Fucking forgiveness. So this is a message for somebody. I can't cope with that. And then communicate clearly is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and when you do this, when you forgive, communicate clearly, the situation does improve. Don't you just love synchronicities, okay? Right, so I'm going to read from the book for that forgiveness because there might be a message in there for someone. But forgiveness is strong here for this eclipse. This eclipse is all about forgiveness, okay? I just saw peaceful resolution as I look for this explanation for forgiveness. So forgiveness can work miracles. When you release the past, a weight is lifted from your shoulders and a sense of freedom washes over you. Ask your angels to help you let go of sadness or pain caused by others so that you can be free. Absolutely. So forgiveness is not for other people, it's for you. You need to release yourself from resentment, okay? Because it, like I said earlier, it fosters a really negative energy. This card can also refer to a need for self-forgiveness. It's time to let go of any guilt you are holding onto regarding your mistakes you have made. Past mistakes you've made. Give yourself credit for having tried your best, even if the results weren't what you would have liked. Focus on the changes you've made since then and that you have made, and that since then that have made you a better person. Sorry, I can't get my words out today, which could be a message for someone. Maybe somebody needs to communicate clearly. Okay, so like I said, we are going to do lunar on the left hand side and solar on the right hand side. Just FYI, because I didn't really mention with the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is all about harnessing that new energy that has, new chapters, new opportunities, things that have been closed and shut down from the lunar eclipse. The solar eclipse is all about stepping into new energy, stepping into new opportunities, seeing things clearly. Okay, just in case I don't think I actually communicated that. Okay, so I'm using this wonderful Moonchild deck, which I almost never use because it's massive, okay? It's really hard to hold. So yeah, right, Spirit, can we get the lunar eclipse here on the left-hand side? What is the message here for the collective for the lunar? Yeah, we'll pull it afterwards. What is the message here for the collective for the lunar eclipse on the left-hand side? Can I get 3 cards, please, Spirit? The collective of the lunar eclipse on the left hand side. Okay, so I'm not getting anything from that, so I'm going to do what I was guided to do on a pause there, which was pull the Moonology for the lunar eclipse first. So can we get 1 card or 1 message from the Moonology deck for the lunar eclipse of the collective, Spirit? Have faith in your dreams. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you've got confidence is the key to your success for the lunar eclipse. Okay. So can I get 3 cards now, please, Spirit, from the Moonchild Tarot? 3 cards from the lunar eclipse. Thank you. The Lovers. Ooh, Gemini energy, which is a mutable placement. 2 more, please, Spirit, for the lunar eclipse for the collective. Thank you. 1 more. Oh, this is beautiful. Ooh, okay. So some of you, this could be about love, but it really doesn't have to be. You've got the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. That is the lunar eclipse energy for you. At the bottom of the deck, you've got Divine Wisdom, which is a card that is unique to this deck. So let me find out what that means. What that means. I would love to find out what that means. There we go. There we go. So, in fact, let me pause this so you're not waiting. Okay, so the divine wisdom is all about expanding your knowledge, basically. So there may be different works, different books that you need to look into at this time, especially if you are seeing synchronicities in regarding something and you feel moved or guided to read certain things, look into certain things. Definitely use that. Okay. But that's what's at the bottom of the deck. I also saw in that booklet there, full moons. Full moons are all about reflecting on what am I grateful for? What can I change, and also what can I surrender to? So there is a lot here, repeating around making a change, surrendering, and gratitude is a big one. Okay, and almost I feel like when you do, you will kind of become in alignment with your path, with your wishes, okay, with your dreams, with your manifestations here, with the Lovers card, okay, beautiful Lovers card. You've then got the Queen of Wands, okay. This is the busy queen, okay. This is the queen that um attracts things to her. She's very easily she can easily manifest is what I'm trying to say. She is the most dynamic person in the room at any point. Okay, she could be a business owner. She could just be somebody who has high energy, super proactive, full of ideas, creative. So the Queen of Wands is also Aries, but in a general reading, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. When we're talking about the lunar eclipse, it's in Virgo, mutable. So yeah, so you may be talking about the Sagittarius. If you may have a significant Sagittarius placement, you don't have to. But yeah, this is all about your inspiration, your creativity, your divine path, okay? And it really kind of spurring on something that is makes you emotionally abundant, okay, emotionally fulfilled, something that is what's the word? Makes your cup overflow, okay, with the Ace of Cups also coming out. And whatever this is, whatever it is that whatever action that you need to take in order to become fall into alignment there with the Lovers card. It's all about your what fulfills you, what makes you happy. I'm feeling Queen of Cups energy. Okay, it's all about choosing you. There's an element here where you need to have belief and faith and confidence in your success and in your dreams. Your dreams are your manifestations, okay? Your dreams are, what you've been trying to bring to the forefront. If you've had, I'm talking to people as well specifically, if you've had trouble bringing your manifestations into being, actuality, whatever, this solar eclipse period is enabling you to become to get in alignment with those, okay, to shut certain things down that need to be shut down, including holding on to any resentment, because that is something that is blocking your manifestations. That is something that is blocking you from alignment here with the Lovers card. Okay, and what the Moonology card is saying here with have faith in your dreams is saying that anything is possible. It is absolutely yours for the taking. Anything is possible. You need to have confidence in yourself, which is the Queen of Wands energy. She is someone who is dynamic and who is confident. We've got Leo energy here, so you could have a Leo placement, but you don't have to. But this is somebody who does have confidence in themselves, who's very dynamic, who is very kind of a go-getter, so to speak, okay? So I feel like, once you get in alignment and shut certain things down, close certain cycles out, focus on things that serve you and benefit you instead of feelings and, emotions, groups of people, places that don't serve you, that you harbor resentment for. Once you kind of let those things go, it enables you to get in alignment then with with the lunar eclipse, okay. Queen of Wands, and confidence is the key to your success. This is the energy that you'll be stepping into, and once you shut those things down, and it'll allow your dreams to kind of come to fruition, come true here, your manifestation, something that makes you really happy. It's really a beautiful energy. And I know it sounds oversimplified as well. It's like, first of all, some of you may not know what you're holding on to in regards to resentment. For some of you, it could be really obvious. For some of you, it's not with somebody else or other people, it's with you. Really do some kind of soul searching, do some prayer, meditation, to help you gain some kind of focus on that, what it is that is holding you back or blocking your manifestations, okay? It's just mad that forgiveness is here twice. I love that. And yeah, just off the back of what I've just said, divine wisdom was at the bottom of the deck, remember? So this is all about looking further into, how you can build your knowledge around this, okay? You may need to do some digging either within yourself, do some more reading, watch some more YouTube videos. That's my go-to, this is how I learn. Most of us are visual learners in this day and age. So yeah, definitely look into how you can release any resentment or pent up emotions that are negative. And even if you don't know what you are holding a grudge with, just say a prayer, do a meditation and set the intention to release those energies, okay, because they are not serving you. So we're now going to do the solar eclipse side. For the solar eclipse, I will take that. It fell out. I will take it. It's the Seven of Wands. So this is boundaries, okay? Seven of Wands is boundaries. It's being defensive. It's protecting yourself. It's having to stand up for yourself. It's having to literally stand up for what you believe in, your values. Yeah. And just kind of, I'm hearing kind of creating a safe bubble in order for you to get success, in order for you to thrive, okay? Yeah, devil at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So you may need to protect yourself from yourself, basically, with the devil there. Or it could be from a Capricorn. Take it, it resonates. Capricorn is a cardinal sign. So that is, we are talking about the solar eclipse side of the desk now. So it's in Aries. So yeah. So two more please spirit for the solar eclipse energy. The Knight of Wands, more Aries energy. So this is about being dynamic. This is about being inspired. This is about taking action, being creative. This is sometimes impulsive action as well. But it's definitely, with the Seven of Wands, this is an energy of protecting yourself for whatever you need to protect yourself from, whether it's you or other people, and taking inspired action. One more here for the solar eclipse for the collective. What is the solar eclipse energy here for the collective? One more. What is the solar eclipse message or energy for the collective? One more, please, spirit. And I didn't pull yet a Moonology card for solar eclipse, but I will now. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. So things decide to turn in your favor here with the solar eclipse. When you take the steps here with the lunar eclipse to detach, surrender, shut certain things down, you step into an energy of protecting your space, protecting your mind, protecting your energy with the Seven of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands, it releases you, it enables you to take action, okay, inspired action, to be creative, to be impulsive, to, go on a new journey, okay, pursue your dreams, what you want to do. And when you do that, the Wheel of Fortune tells me that things decide to move or start to turn in your favor. This is a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is the number 10, so this is the end of a cycle, but it's also the beginning of a new one. And you've got the Moon card at the bottom, okay, very, very fitting. And the Moon card is an energy of not knowing what's around the corner, not being able to see everything, okay? It's not, certain things are under moonlight, okay? So things are not as they seem. It's also an energy of deep emotions, deep feelings, excuse me, deep emotions, deep feelings, unconscious, the dream state. You could be having dreams around the time of the solar eclipse that is guiding you on how to take action, or maybe how to protect yourself, okay, from certain things. We're going to pull a Moonology card now for the solar eclipse side, because I forgot to do that. And then we will pull a bridging energy between the two eclipses, okay? Okay. So for the solar eclipse spirit, what is the energy for the collective, and what is the message or advice for the collective for the solar eclipse energy? Oh, there's 3 cards. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, full moon in Taurus energy. So I could be talking to a Taurus. I don't have to be. But your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, your manifestations are wanting to come in, but you also need to apply some practicality to that. So if that is cutting out certain people, moving out of certain circles, aligning yourself to certain people, Knight of Wands, if the Knight of Wands is someone who is impulsive, so if your dreams and your goals are all about action with no planning, the Knight of Wands energies is cautionary. Okay, it's telling you to kind of just slow down. Okay, because it's what you produce from this. It could be it might not have all the moving parts. Okay, the energy is a little bit flighty, it's a little bit impractical, it's a little bit unpredictable and unreliable, the Knight of Wands. So definitely just make sure your dreams have a practical plan. It also says here you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, somebody could have Cancer placements here. You and your loved ones are safe. This, for some of you, this could be what's it called, a confirmation that this message is for you. If you are worried about your loved ones at the moment, if you have loved ones that are wrapped up in this situation, if this resonates for you. And then the last card you've got is a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So again, this is going to be quite personal for some people, or just private. Okay, something that's really important here with a personal issue reaches resolution, something that you've been kind of maybe worried about, maybe something that has needed a practical plan, and now is the time for you to deliver one in regards to the solar eclipse. Okay, at the bottom of the deck you've got take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So now we're going to pull the bridging energy, okay, between the cards for the lunar and the solar eclipse. So Spirit, what can I get 3 cards for the bridging energy between the lovers in the lunar eclipse and the 7 of Wands in the solar eclipse? What is the bridging energy? Can I get 3 cards for the message here for the bridging energy? 3 cards, please. Oh, that flew out. So you got the Knight of Swords that came out in the reverse. Okay, so the Knight of Swords in the upright is somebody who is rushing towards things, usually with no plan. Okay, they have a plan, but it's like they do have a plan. Actually, it is the swords. It's the sword suit, so it's all about the mental. But it is rash. It can be a little impulsive. It can be a plan that's not well thought through. So the Lovers card in the reverse, with the 7 of Wands and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Sorry, the Lovers card here on the lunar eclipse side and the 7 of Wands on the solar eclipse side, with the Knight of Swords in the middle as the first card, in the reverse, tells me that you are not being rash and impulsive. Okay, you're taking your time. Okay, you're deliberately not rushing. Now, I could definitely be speaking to a Gemini placement because we've got the Lovers card, which is Gemini, and the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini. Some people say Aquarius. I do believe I say Aquarius sometimes, so I'll take it as it resonates. I don't see any Aquarius on the board though yet, so yeah. What is the next card here? Bridging the Lovers and the 7 of Wands and the lunar and solar eclipse energy for the collective. What else do we have here? Bridging the energy. Oh, 2 cards came out crossing. The Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, so these came out crossing. So this means there's a challenge here. So the King of Cups, first of all, King of the Suit, is somebody who has very deep emotions, very emotionally balanced, gives good advice. And the Knight of Cups here is the, I guess, like the messenger of the cup suit. Delivers good news, news that is close to the heart, news of love, news of admiration. But they both came out crossing. So this is an energy for me that somebody may be wanting to act on or deliver news of love or admiration or just fondness, basically. The Knight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of knights around here. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here, predominantly. Yeah. So you could have water placement or a Gemini placement or a Aries placement. There's 2 Aries here. So yeah. But this is somebody who is what feels like they are on the fence, is what I'm trying to say, about moving towards something. Knight of Swords reversed, they do not want to rush in and act impulsively or act rashly. And Knight of Cups and King of Cups crossing, it's a challenge because they have feelings that they want to act on, but they are choosing not to rush in and act with that. So this could be romantic, I did say at the beginning, but it doesn't have to be for everybody. This, when I say feelings that they want to act on, this could be feelings of, like I said earlier, passion, intuition, admiration, just any kind of fondness. Okay, and can I get one more here, please, for the bridging energy? The Page of Pentacles, but they do. The Page of Pentacles is a 3D moment, okay, a 3D thing, a 3D, like this could be like a conversation, a meeting, an event. It's something tangible, so something does happen. Let's clarify that with the Page of Pentacles. Let's clarify this Page of Pentacles, Spirit, for the bridging energy between the Lovers and the Seven of Wands. Can we clarify the Page of Pentacles? The Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is here twice. So yeah, something does happen. There is an event. There is a conversation. There is something tangible around this Ace of Cups that does come to fruition, despite the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And I feel like it comes to fruition closer to the solar eclipse. Yeah. Absolutely. And this Seven of Wands now in context is somebody fighting for what they are passionate about, what they love, what they like, what they have adoration for. Take it as it resonates. So now we're going to find the bridging energy between the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands and the Lunar Eclipse energy, and the Knight of Wands and the Solar Eclipse energy. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's the past, okay? Past energy. It could be past memories, past people, past things that we're familiar with. But it came out with the Queen of Pentacles. There's a Queen of Pentacles here. This could be a feminine energy, a woman it could be, but it's really just an energy of somebody who, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it's really just an energy of somebody who is quite stable in their pentacle world. So they may have may have their own house, their own car, and very kind of self-sufficient. Could be a homemaker, could be someone that is just nurturing towards other people, or just, and if they're not actually, it's just how somebody, whoever this, I'm assuming it's the Knight. However, this Knight or King of Cups sees this person, it's as somebody who is quite stable, quite stable in their 3D world, whatever that means. Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck though. So yeah, there's a lot of feelings here. But this is somebody from the past. So the Queen of Wands could be somebody from the past. This Queen of Pentacles is somebody from the past. Could be a past friend, a past lover. This could be a past financial situation. So the Queen of Pentacles represents finances and stability. So this could be, if we're talking about a situation and not a person, this is about some kind of past stability. Okay, two more, sorry, please, Spirit. The High Priestess. So there is somebody here that is trying to use their intuition or trying to figure out what's going on. The High Priestess is an energy of secrecy, of things being hidden. Not overt, okay, and having to use your intuition to figure things out. It's also an energy of somebody just not seeing something. So there could be with the Queen of Wands here and the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, the High Priestess is an energy of somebody having a knowing that this past situation, past person, past whatever it is gonna be something that's coming around during this eclipse season. Okay, it is here with the Knight of Wands. Somebody may feel, know, or see this Queen of Pentacles in real life, or this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, whatever, may see this Knight of Cups, King of Cups, whoever sees who, or whoever engages in this event, whatever it is, Knight of Wands, solar eclipse energy, Knight of Wands, they do act on it because it's something that is passionate to them, that they feel creative about, they feel inspired to make a move. Wheel of Fortune, as we've already seen on the desk as well here, that's when things change. And one more here for the bridging energy between the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. 2 cards. the Eight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, but I do feel like although somebody will be feeling inspired to act, they are going to struggle with how they keep balance in that interaction, or they may struggle on whether to move forward in that interaction, okay, toward that interaction. Two of Pentacles is all about making a decision, also remaining balanced. And Eight of Swords is an energy basically feeling unbalanced mentally, okay, feeling really out of sorts. So yeah, somebody may feel overwhelmed during this event, Page of Pentacles event, okay, meeting, conversation, whatever it is, about may feel really uneasy about moving forward passionately, or they do move forward passionately, and that just makes them feel really unbalanced, okay, and really in their head. That Eight of Swords is somebody who is overthinking things and trapped in their head, overthinking things mentally, but it's also a prison of their own making. It's not a real one. And what is the bridging energy between the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune here? Ace of Cups in the lunar eclipse energy and the Wheel of Fortune in the solar eclipse energy. The bridging energy is the sun. This is growth, clarity, can you see? Growth, clarity, happiness, joy. It also came out with the Five of Cups. Okay, so the Five of Cups is somebody who is grieving, or grieving over things that haven't worked out in the past. Three of Cups on the sand there. Three of Cups in the tarot is friendship. It is events. It is community. It is celebrations. Okay, there may have been something that didn't work out. The Two of Cups in the background and it coming out with the Sun card, this tells me that this is something that is going to change throughout this eclipse season. And like I said at the beginning, this energy can last for up to 6 months. So I'll take it as it resonates. You know, it could be a 6-month process, but hopefully not for most of you. Strength is at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with the Leo. You've got the Sun card and strength at the bottom of the deck. Can I get 2 more cards for the bridging energy between the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune for the lunar and solar eclipse reading for the collective? So we've got the Seven of Wands. That's here twice now as well on the table. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to be defensive or protecting themselves. We'll clarify. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Queen of Wands, it's the Queen, the feminine energy that is going to be defensive or protecting themselves, just so you're aware. So the Queen of Wands is on deck twice. Definitely could be dealing with a fire sign, or you could be the fire sign. You've got the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, defensive. The Queen of Swords is somebody who protects their energy, puts up boundaries, okay, tells the truth, tells it how it is as well. So that is the energy. If it's not you that is stepping into that energy and being approached by an energy that you feel defensive about, then it's somebody that feels defensive about your energy. And ultimately, it puts the other person in their head, okay? And one more here, please, Spirit. The Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, connecting energy, bridging energy. Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune for the Ace of Cups lunar eclipse energy and the Wheel of Fortune solar eclipse energy. I get one. Oh, there we go. Oh, what a beautiful card to end on. The Ten of Cups. So ultimately, this does end in abundance. This does end in harmony. For some of you, this could definitely be a family situation. And if it is, it ends well. Maybe you're growing your family. Maybe your family are coming back together. But if it's not a family situation, this is just about a really happy, abundant situation. The Ten of Cups is the minor arcana Sun card, okay? So we've got the Sun card on deck, and now we've got the Ten of Cups on deck. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, just off the Knight of Wands for the solar eclipse energy, it's gonna be difficult for whoever has to make some kind of step forward to forgive someone. Maybe it's the feminine energy that needs to forgive someone, but this Knight of Wands, whenever that energy is acted upon in the moment, okay, there could be hesitation, but as long as it's acted upon, that with the Wheel of Fortune changes the dynamic of things. It moves things from a very what I would say anxious energy to a Ten of Cups energy where there's happiness, there's abundance, there's success, and that is the Wheel of Fortune moment. That's when things change, okay? So somebody here needs to definitely be more grateful and focus on, what they have, maybe what they've learned. They need to forgive in order to unblock their own abundance. I'm speaking to people specifically who have been asking, where's my manifestation? Things aren't moving for me. I'm doing everything that I need to do. But energy is strong too. The energy for resentment and being unable to forgive is the strongest block here, clearly, because forgiveness is here twice. How weird. But yeah, for some people, this is definitely a personal issue, and it does reach resolution, possibly by the next full moon in Cancer. It doesn't have to though. And your dreams do need a practical plan. Okay, so don't think that if you come up against this energy where somebody needs to move forward and create this situation in order to move a dynamic forward. Don't think that you can just do that and expect things to just magically, resolve themselves for this personal issue to reach a resolution. Your dreams also need a practical plan, so the opportunity will present itself, but you need to be practical in acting. Okay, Three of Pentacles. It could be a friendship coming back together, or a community, working with others. Generally, it could be a work situation. Ten of Pentacles, though, it's either a really good investment or it's long term abundance. Okay, long term investment. But either way, it's very productive, very fruitful. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. And whatever happens, definitely just communicate clearly. Okay, I know it's not always easy, but the situation will improve when you do communicate clearly. And at the bottom of the Angel Answers deck, you got Receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and the order of the universe. So that is my final message here for the collective for the lunar eclipse in March 2025, and the solar eclipse that I believe is taking place in April under the sign of Aries. Okay, that is your reading. If it resonates, let me know in the comments. Okay, I will definitely be putting up some exclusive temporary exclusive readings for the solar and lunar eclipse. So definitely check out my website for that, www.poppyreads.com, and book your solar eclipse and lunar eclipse reading today. If you have any queries, check out the description box on how you can get in touch with me. And other than that, have a great eclipse season. Good luck.